There we go. Now we're looking into each other's souls. I want to get kind of serious today. I want to talk about something that I've noticed about myself and maybe see if anybody watching has also felt this way. It seems like I have this tendency to self-sabotage things that are going well or that I think could be a good thing for me, but I tend to blame their failure on external circumstances, which at the time seem out of my control, but then I later wonder if I either A, created that circumstance, or B, put too much emphasis on it as a reason to quit. For example, I used to play DDR, Dance Dance Revolution, a lot, all the time. I could do 7 or 8 footers, which if you don't play DDR is like really hard stuff. And I would go to the arcade and I would play for like an hour a day or more, and then I started getting this pain in my left foot. It would just really hurt and I couldn't play more than 3 games at a time. So I took some time off to let it heal, and when I tried to play again, the exact same thing happened. Then I took like a year off, tried to play again, the exact same thing happened. Now every time I play DDR, there's that pain in my foot after 3 games, and I don't know what causes it, but I also don't know if it was a good excuse for stopping. It was really good exercise, I had a lot of fun, it made me feel good about myself, and I probably could have worked out remedies and ways to work around it and just accepted the fact that I would only be playing 2 or 3 games every day instead of 8 or 9. That's just one example, but I've had several things like that happen to me before. Another example would be doing hot yoga. As I mentioned before, my skin seems to be extra sensitive and I started getting itchy rashes. And I read online that being in extreme heat was bad for the rashes and could actually make them worse. So I used that as an excuse to stop doing the yoga, even though I was in a phase where I was really motivated to go. But again, it sort of seemed like a physical manifestation of a fear that I had that I wouldn't be able to keep going. This, I think, kind of feels like another physical manifestation of my own fear of quitting, as if it's giving me an excuse to get out gracefully without really having to worry about that fear of failure. If it weren't for VEDA, this eye business probably would be enough to get me to quit, or at least take an extended break that then turns into quitting. The reason for that is that I can't wear eye makeup right now. It'll just irritate the mess that's already happening, and during VEDA I've been putting a much greater emphasis on my appearance and how I look in my vlogs, makeup being a big part of that. I don't usually wear makeup on a regular day, but it all kind of comes back to one of those discussions that's been kicking around YouTube a lot lately, and that's how seemingly difficult it is for female YouTubers to get recognized. One thing I've noticed is that most of the female vloggers that are popular do put an effort into looking good on camera, and that involves wearing makeup. People such as Mika Kitty, Jenna Marbles, Nana Lou, Daily Grace, and I've been pleased with the way I look with makeup on camera. I think it does present a better and more visually pleasing video to watch. But doing VEDA has reminded me that this is something I want to do. I do want to be a vlogger, and being a vlogger means being consistent. So this stupid puffy eye, whatever fear it may be manifesting, isn't going to force me to quit. I'm going to finish VEDA, and I want to keep making videos after VEDA. In fact, I want to do videos 5 days a week after VEDA ends. When VEDA started, I had 35 subscribers. Now I have 87. One more thing I want to touch on before I end this video. I know we're not supposed to be looking at the numbers or thinking about gaining subscribers or any of that stuff. And if we think about things like view counts and subscriber counts and making this into anything more than just a hobby, we're somehow cheapening the videos, or we're not genuine. This is something I've noticed a lot in the VEDA group, and I really want to call shenanigans. I don't doubt that a good portion of you are doing this just because you genuinely like making videos. I genuinely like making videos too, or I wouldn't be making them. But sitting down in front of a camera and talking, for me at least, is really hard. I feel kind of dumb.
I think you sounded kind of dumb.
And to put forth the idea that it's only okay to do that if you're okay with nobody at all watching is kind of silly. I like people to see the things I make. I like people to engage with me on the things I make. It motivates me to make more things. I also don't think there's anything wrong at all with having the aspirations of becoming a popular YouTuber and getting to do this as a career, because being a professional video blogger is a viable career. People are doing it. No one ever says to a dentist, well, if you're not filling cavities just for the fun of it, then you're doing it wrong. Don't tell people they're vlogging wrong. Stop it. People are gonna vlog however the hell they want to vlog, for whatever the hell reasons they want to vlog for. There's already enough barriers that keep people from creating, and adding one more isn't doing anybody any favors. That's just my 2 cents. So throw in some other perspective out there. Take it or leave it. I feel like I have a lot more I want to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this. If you have something to say or want to add to the discussion, feel free to leave a comment or even a video response. Heck, it's VEDA, and I'll see you tomorrow. I feel like I have a lot more I want to say, but feel like I have if you want to add to this, if you have something to say or want to add to the